In a small house beneath an old coconut tree lived two sisters, Laura and Josephine, with their parents. Laura possessed great beauty but lacked kindness and effort. She spent her mornings admiring her reflection in the river and her afternoons lounging beneath the tree, demanding that Josephine bring her coconuts and water. Their parents adored Laura, praising her beauty and predicting she would marry a wealthy man, while they treated Josephine as nothing more than a servant, forcing her to fetch water, gather firewood, and prepare all the meals. One afternoon, their father asked Josephine to meet him at the river to help carry fish home. When she tried to leave, her mother stopped her, insisting she had too much housework. When their father returned alone and angry, he blamed Josephine for not coming. She tried to explain, but he silenced her harshly. As he prepared to clean the fish, Laura complained about getting dust on her portion. Their mother commanded Josephine to lie on the ground and become a table. As the sharp knife cut through the fish, it sometimes sliced into Josephine's back, making her bleed into the dust. She cried silently, but never protested. Laura watched coldly, calling her sister stupid for not complaining. The sisters had an older sister married to an ogre deep in the forest. When a messenger arrived asking for one sister to visit, Laura refused to make the difficult journey. Their parents quickly volunteered Josephine, giving her barely enough food and water. The long walk was dangerous, with wolves howling and snakes crossing her path, but Josephine pressed forward. By evening, she found her sister's home and received a warm welcome. Her brother-in-law, though an ogre with fierce features, greeted her kindly. She helped with cooking and cared for the children, who were sweet and loving. The weeks turned into months, and Josephine felt genuinely happy for the first time. Eventually, her sister told her it was time to return home. After tearful goodbyes and a generous breakfast, Josephine began her journey back. Along the path, a magnificent tree appeared, covered in red fruit and golden leaves, calling her name and offering its bounty. Though tempted, Josephine politely declined, explaining that her kind sister had already fed her well. She continued walking. Next, a beautiful plate of fish and honey appeared, inviting her to eat. Again, she refused graciously, thinking of her sister's generosity. Unknown to her, these were tests created by her brother-in-law, who had transformed himself to follow and protect her. When Josephine arrived home, everything had changed. Her parents now appreciated her hard work and treated her with kindness and respect. They even began searching for a suitable husband for her. Meanwhile, Laura grew bored and decided to visit their oldest sister herself. This time, her parents indulged her with abundant supplies. During her stay, Laura behaved terribly, refusing to help, shouting at the children, and insulting her brother-in-law. After she wore out her welcome, she departed without gratitude. On her journey home, Laura encountered the same magical tree. Instead of showing respect, she grabbed the largest fruit greedily, complained bitterly about her sister's family, and kicked the tree violently before moving on. When the enchanted plate appeared, she devoured the food messily, criticized her sister's cooking skills, and kicked the plate aside. The ogre, who had been testing her character just as he had tested Josephine, revealed his true form in fury. His patience exhausted by her cruelty and disrespect, he attacked and devoured her, leaving only her head to roll down the path. Laura's head arrived at their parents' house during Josephine's wedding celebration. The festive music stopped as the severed head sang a haunting song, lamenting her death and promising to haunt Josephine forever. The terrified guests fled in every direction, but Josephine, even after everything Laura had done to her, showed mercy one final time. She caught her sister's head and buried it with care, granting Laura the peace she requested in her ghostly song. Josephine and her new husband built a beautiful life together, filled with love and children who grew up surrounded by kindness. The cruelty she had endured never hardened her heart. Instead, it taught her the true value of compassion, hard work, and treating others with dignity. She never forgot the lessons learned from both her suffering and her sister's tragic fate. In the end, goodness and grace triumphed, proving that how we treat others shapes not only their lives but our own destiny as well.